Greetings, dear, precious spirit soul that you are. What I've got for you this moment is the two-step plan for success. And what I mean success is attaining what it is that you desire. Okay. And the word desire is a bad word too, because desire it means to not create it, you see. So, but because a lot of people live in desires all the time, but they're not doing anything, you see. They're not actually going in that direction. It's not complicated, but when what you're dealing with is overcoming, not overcome, yes, going over or disappearing the mass of information, data that we have processed and been processed through us to basically dumb us down completely. So, so because that makes us always powerless, giving to the powerful. And the thing is, you don't play the duality game of powerful and powerless. You rise above it to the transcendental of the state of activating all your divine powers, qualities, and abilities, whatever those may be, you see. So anyway, this two-step plan to success, and it just means not calling you as the opposite of failure. You can start changing what you mean by the certain words that you're using, so that you're not agreeing with the way you've been taught to use these words and these sounds. And how you want to also know the forbidden language is by the very same language. Here we're using English, which is a combination of many other languages as well. I've studied quite a few languages. Not completely or anything, but not even English completely. I'm sure you're probably certain of that one. Though some people get really upset. You didn't say that right. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, that's their deal. So when you have the hidden language is to know what's really going on, is just pronounce it differently. Like ridiculous, said a different way, is ridicule us. And ridiculing people is one of the first steps you always do to defame someone, take away their power, make them look like a fool. And you do all these things because it's all about perception in other people's minds. And so as you get everybody having that same perception, even though it's a lie, and that person may not be like that at all, then it builds that in everybody so they perceive that person that way, treat them that way. And then what happens is, that can suppress that person to the degree that they may stop being who they are or surrender to the other way to go along to get along, because you have to survive, you know. I mean, people all sell out for stuff. They say, well, some people say, well, I have to sell, dead animals, food like that, on stuff bad, terrible for people, for the animal, everybody. Say, because we make more money. Well, there you go. Selling out always for the coins, right? Selling out, let's just say Judas sold out, Jesus for the few coins. What is that? The money. We sold out. It's basically you sell out yourself for a few coins. That's the teaching, really. Because the Christ means the enlightened one. But if you go beyond that, I would say it's the self-realized soul. And that's, to me, what Yeshua was teaching as an Essene. And that, anyway, so here's the two-step plan. Stop doing what's causing the problem, number one. And two, do what works. It's very easy. If it's in the body and you're sick, okay, what's the psychological cause that set it up? Then now what's the biological, what's causing it? Stop doing what's causing the problem. Now what is it? What makes for a healthy body and a healthy life? A healthy concept, healthy being, you see, vitality. You go, well, it's too late. You can't do it. So there's no hope. No, don't. It's not too late because you're not in time. You're an eternal being. People say, "Oh, I'm going to be gone anyway. It won't matter what happens right here." Oh yeah, but you reincarnate right into the same situation. It will be exactly the way you left it, my dear. Because that's your concept. That's your reality. That's your belief system. That's what you're in. That's why you want as much of this knowledge as you can possibly get, because it's you realizing yourself and casting off all of that doubt, you see. So you stop doing what doesn't work, and how you're going to know what doesn't work, you can tell. Notice what you eat and how you feel after. Notice what it's doing. Study up on. You wouldn't believe in the market, all the aisle full of all of this packaged so-called breakfast cereal. This is really You know who these companies are and who they're aligned with and what they do and what's going into your body? And then, oh, well, I have enough insurance. Really? Is this what you want? Is this how you want to live? Is that it? You're an eternal being. You gotta own it now, baby, because now is all there is. And when you really start doing that, then you start doing what works. If that's starts a fight all the time, what's going on there? What's happening there? What's this? What are you fighting with people about? What are you getting on people in your life? You say, what about relationship? Well, most people don't have a relationship with themselves. They're trying to manipulate everybody else's mind. Got to get everybody else to do what they want so they feel good and they're happy, you see. But does that work for you? No, it causes suffering. What is it? Disappointment. And then you got a story, and you got the story you live by, and you think it's who you are, and you repeat it because it's going to make a good movie and sell on TV. Why do they think they want that? After I left the ministry in San Diego, because I had done a pilot for the Terry Cole-Whittaker show, and with NBC and these big places. And the pilot was fabulous, and they came to me and said, we want you. Every television station in the country will take you. Everybody wants you. You just have to give up your church, your religion. And I said, no. Really? Oh, but you'll make millions in a year. Really? Is that what it's about? But I have to give up divine, the spiritual, myself, to put me. No. Take a look at where is your line in the sand, my dear. And then so, two-step plan to success. If you're cooking a recipe and say, hey, it's not the way you want it, well, find one that is a good recipe that's been proven, all right. You could start with that, then build from that, and get yourself a good one. See if that's what you're doing. Okay? Stop doing what's causing the problem and do what works. That's it.